Welcome to Real Issues, Real People, and on the ground. I'm Andrew Chamagero Omuntua Wansi, and today we want to tackle the film industry. A couple of months ago, or years ago, we were not into the business. We were into the theater kind of setting. And way back in time, I remember I attended one at Riverside Theater down in Kisenyi. And time have changed, and here we are. We're still in the film industry. And today with me on site, I have Nessie, one of the best producers when it comes to ghetto film. Nice to have you. And we have a lady called Karieko. Karieko. Oh my God. Is that even Ugandan?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Karieko. And I have Mr. Isaac Wakaliwood Tebatu Sasura, who killed Captain Alex. The first man who came up with a movie with a bomb hitting Mapera House and beyond. That was a risk one, though. All right, today we have come here. We want to discuss filmography, the film. You're a producer, you're an actor, you're a writer. Fast forward, why is this business not booming the way it should be now?
It's a lot of factors. It's a lot of factors.
Like?
It comes with the perception that people have towards us. Right now, Hollywood has set a standard.
Yeah.
And we're being judged by that standard, forgetting that we may not have access to the same resources as they do.
Okay.
And they've actually set the bar too high. So when you produce something, they'll compare it with a Hollywood film.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of kills the whole vibe. But also the fact that I think we didn't have structures, or we don't have actually structures, and so there's no marketing strategy.
Yeah.
We don't really have the solidarity together. So not until we have the structures, probably we may still struggle to actually have solid ground.
Okay, there you go. That is Nessie. Just looking at what you're saying, there are no structures, there are no words. So, do you just wake up in the morning when you went and studied cinematography and you just say, I just want to start my own brand, I'm going to look for my own equipment, I'm just going to look for my own actors?
Sad but true. That's how it happens. Yeah, like I don't really have an actor's guild that I'll go to and say, okay guys, you know what, I'm looking for actors, this and that. No, it's nothing. So what I'll do is I'll call up Karieko and I'm like, Mom, do you want to be part of my movie? She's like, yeah. And funny thing is, she's not going to first ask how much are you paying me. She's like, when are you shooting?
Oh.
So now,
I see. Let me talk to the lady. Let me get even closer here. Please pronounce your name again. I don't want to mess it up, but oh Lord,
it's phonetic. Karieko.
You had the name. You as a lady in this film industry, what was your first challenge you faced?
My very first challenge was pretty much getting on the same platform with people that had been around. There's a lot of talk of, the women this, the women that, but I will say that when it comes to the film industry, we pretty much have the same level playground, because a script will come, and if it needs a lady, it needs a lady. If it needs a guy, it needs a guy. But the challenge comes in when you have to compete with people who have been around, who already have a brand to speak for them. So now you, as a newbie, to get in there and actually compete, that's where the challenge was.
There you had it from the lady, Karieko. Oh my God. The name is so botanical. But yes, these are challenges we're faced again and again. And now that you're actually in the industry, don't you think at times now you're not a newbie?
No.
Now you've been there. Don't you think it's you who release this kind of flair, like, I've been here too long. You don't get close to me. Read your script. Like, mind your business. Don't you think it's you actors and actresses who have stayed in the business? Do you think it comes from you guys? I got you.
No, let me actually throw it out there. Listen, for all you new actors that are coming up, this thing takes time. It takes time, and it takes a lot of practice for you to master your craft, for you to be able to switch like this and switch like that. So the problem that they face when they get on, Ness will wake up in the morning and give me a call.
Yeah.
He's not going to call, say, a certain Tina, because he does not know that Tina. He has not worked with that Tina.
Yeah.
And given our industry with the kinds of resources that we have, it is very hard for a producer who is working on a shoestring budget has to pay for location and equipment and whatnot,
makeup,
all those things,
wardrobe,
to call someone that he is going to take hours rehearsing on set to get into character. Now, a lot of actors think, when I get a script, I will start working. It does not work that way.
How does it work?
You work every day, whether you have a script or not. You increase your database. You study people. I go to restaurants and sit down and just watch people. I just watch them.
Isn't that against human rights? Why would you just sit in a restaurant and just stare at me?
I'm not staring. There's a difference between staring and
But you're
watching.
reading people's
But you're
emotions.
reading people, the way they carry themselves. Oh, so you're a slay queen. What do you carry yourself as when you go into a high-end restaurant or when you're in a low-end restaurant? Because they behave different when they're in those two places. Exactly my point. So you get to those places and study people. How do they carry themselves? If a guy that is interested walks up to her, how is she going to react? And if a guy that's not interested walks up to her, how is she going to react? When you find those things in a script, picking them out is going to be very easy.
Although you heard it from the actress herself, we are not scaring you. They're not scaring you. They're saying it takes time. It's everyday thing. Now, I'm just wondering if my producer could actually get me a clip right there of Tebatu Sasura or Captain Alex. I want to talk to Isaac about changing the movie industry and you taking it onto the digital lane. It's not easy. People act movies and they have them in their homes or they send them to their peers. But Isaac broke the internet with Wakaliwood. Ladies, drum rolls. Ah. Isaac, nice of you this early morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us here. Yeah.
Let's start with the simple thing. Who came up with the strategy of putting Wakaliwood on internet, like Tebatu Sasura, the return of Captain Alex?
Yeah, it was me. You know, those days when the internet was introduced here, and it was a little bit cheaper, and I was, in fact, hearing every day that we are in a global village.
Yes.
So I had to take that advantage of, a global village. So I decided to put it on YouTube.
Wow. All right, fast forward. How did you get this software where you can actually hit Mapera House? At one time I even saw you hitting the State House. Did you get this software from somewhere? Yeah. Did you have a creative team that sat with you about it?
Yeah, the truth is, for me, I always tell filmmakers that we have everything here in Uganda. That software you see, which we have, the Adobe, in fact, I used Adobe 1.5, which is, I think which is very old if you compare to what we have today. For me, I call software a toolbox. Like a toolbox, when you are like maybe a mechanical carpenter, you have a toolbox. The way you use your tools matters. It is not, that it is technology, high technology, but it's the way you use the software matters. Okay. Because in fact, editing starts from shooting. It does not start from editing.
Wow.
So
there you have it. That is Isaac from Wakaliwood, Tebatu Sasula and Captain Alex. Well, let's have a look at this kind of clip right now. Operation Kakongoliro running on your screen right now this early morning.
The Expendables, Ugandan Expendables, Bastard. The Super Deadly Kixi, Operation Kakongoliro, Eriku coming soon.
We are coming for you. We are crazy. Wakaliwood is coming for you.
From Wakaliwood, Uganda, home of the best movies. Super soldiers.
By the way, who killed Captain Alex? Europe, Portugal, Japan, Russia, America, Australia, Spain. You killed Captain Alex. We are coming for you. Yes, sir. Attack!
What the hell? Help us, God. Jesus Kung Fu. New York City. New York City. Oh no.
Hi, this is Isaac Godfrey Jeffrey Nabwana. This is where I live and where I make action movies here in Wakaliwood. This is First, this is where I live, and this is my studio.
Balaman Film Productions bakuletedde mulembe gwennyini. Who killed Captain Alex? Action! Namiziba gyennyini.
Normally build my own computers. I buy motherboards and a fan and then a processor. Then I assemble it and then I get a computer out of this. My heart love action movies. Okay, action! We also build the props, the guns, jeeps. We go to the scrap yard and then pick some scraps.
Who's your favorite actress?
And we make films with our own children.
Crazy world, crazy people. Coming soon. Chuck Norris, get ready.
Ni hao ma? I've been in many movies like Who Killed Captain Alex.
Well, you've watched it, you've seen it. Who Killed Captain Alex? Tebatu Sasura. And all that. It all comes from Isaac here from Wakaliwood. Now, a couple of things we have always talked about in the movie industry. Where are we going wrong? Is it our PR? Is it our marketing? Is it our attitude as Ugandans? Zanesi?
I always say the problem is we haven't yet gotten to a point where we as filmmakers carry ourselves as brands.
Oh, yeah.
People don't really consume what you produce. They consume, in this day and age, they consume your image.
Yeah.
Okay? So your image is more important than what you produce. How you carry yourself is more important than what you produce. We do have social media right now.
Yeah.
I think is almost everyone has a social media account. But how do you use the social media account? What do you say on that social media account? If you're a filmmaker and 90% of your posts are about slay queens, this hospital is burnt, okay, this and that, no one is really going to take you serious.
True.
The time you're trying to market your film, no one is really giving you attention because they don't perceive you as the other person.
Yeah.
So I think we still lack in that aspect, but I think we have all the tools.
All right. Yeah. There you have it. That is Zanesi. Fast forward. Oh, God.
Karieko.
Karieko. This name is... Did you get it from a movie Kwanza?
You'd have to ask my mother. She's the author of that.
Okay, well, I will just go by calling her Pamela. I think this will be... All right, Karieko Pamela. Do you have an association that where all the arts and the craft of film and cinematography goes down?
I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. We have way too many associations.
Okay.
Way too many.
Why do you have so many?
Because we are too divided.
Okay.
The film industry in this country is way too divided. You will find 3 different associations all dealing with the exact same thing.
Wow.
Now, for you to actually think about which one to join or who has your best interest at heart. And the problem is none of them actually tell us what their end game is. So everyone is pushing their own agenda. Now, you as an outsider, an independent filmmaker, if you're looking for an association to join, you're going to end up looking, okay, where do I go, here or here? Who has my best interest?
Yeah.
What story are they going to tell? We don't see it.
Okay.
We don't see it. So there's just too many and we get lost.
Let's talk about marketing and the gadgets you guys have. You have what we call the film festival. At the film festival, I saw a couple of jeeps made in Uganda. Are these jeeps affordable for Ugandan filmmakers?
Yeah, if you come, let's say, to Wakaliwood, we can make one for you.
Hey.
If you order, yeah, because
Wow.
we have done this for many companies in Uganda right now, and even the Dories and the railways, we are doing them, and they are professional ones.
Wow.
Yeah, we are doing them. So
Okay. Well, there you have it. Now, how do we break the market?
I will say it needs to start with us, the filmmakers, first and foremost. I think we downplay the role of PR and marketing. And those things do not come in after you have made the film. They're supposed to come in before. They come in at conceptualization. Working with a PR firm or PR professional is going to help you know what movie to tell, how to tell it, and where to tell it. Because let's be honest, the audience now has grown. They no longer take what you feed them. They choose what they watch and how to watch it. And that's why you see, I will make a film and it will not have as much reach as Isaac's film, because Isaac knows who he targeted. He knew that from conceptualization. He knew who he was headed for. He knew what they liked, and he decided to go out that way. But a lot of our filmmakers just come up with a script and they say, oh, you know what? I have this script. We're not true to ourselves. We're not true to who we are. So we just throw a script out there and think, oh yeah, the world will like it, that it's nice. No, they can actually tell when you're being pretentious. Our audiences can tell when we're being pretentious. So we need to work together. We need to collaborate. The filmmakers need to collaborate with PR firms and marketing agencies to lay proper strategies.
Now that you're talking about strategies, do we have an actors guild that actually guides the actors and the new actresses and the ones that are being nurtured into acting?
We're trying to grow that one. We are making we're doing our research on how to actually develop a proper actors guild and the things that the things that need to be top of our list and
that
how
means,
to handle them.
Mwatamuli organize, because if we have a guild, it would actually help a lot.
That's
nurturing, mentoring,
That's
and all.
the point. We do not have a guild. We are trying to build one.
There you have it, Nessie. You're a producer, you are a writer, script writer, and all that. Let's talk about the rights. Who regulates the movies you do? Let me give you an instance. You have My Son. You're going to use My Son in your film, and you're shooting late in the night. Who regulates you, and how do you protect the rights of this child?
Actually, it's right now we don't have a body that will set standards. So it's a one-on-one, me and the parent of the kid. Like, I'm offering this and this and this and this. But what is sad is actually, in most cases, the parents don't really even care. All they care about is the kid is going to be on screen. Oh, no, that's good enough. But they don't look at the dangers that may come with that. Sometimes it's, I mean, we just, it's freestyle. Like, we don't have any guidelines. You wake up, I'm a boy from Naguru, I wake up and I have this amazing story. And I'm looking at Kerieko is on TV and stuff, so I call up Kerieko.
Don't you think this is dangerous, like you're having unregulated actors on set and all that?
We actually think it's dangerous, but the thing is, we have tried. Let me see, in 2014, actually a team of 16 filmmakers, we sat at National Theatre and decided, you know what, enough is enough. Let's come up with a body, like a film commission or something. Let's begin pushing for that. And we talked to filmmakers from all the divides, from the other side, like everywhere. We brought filmmakers together and we talked about it. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's do it. So we chose a committee that is really going to push this. Before we knew it, there were two other bodies that were formed on the other side pushing for the same thing.
There you see it. Mr. Nawan, now that he is and she has mentioned that there is no commission, don't you think this is why we need a film commission that can actually keep the checks and balances in the industry?
But for me, I think I'm a little bit different. I mean, let me say something, because they are not talking about the collecting society, which is registered.
Yes.
Which is a UFMI, I think. The Uganda.
What is that?
I think that is Uganda Federation of Uganda Movie Industry. I think that is the collecting management, which is registered.
Okay.
And of recent, we are in discussion with the URSB, and there are so many things which are going down there because it in fact got a new leadership. For me, I'm not in fact. Agreeing with the new leadership because we are not consulted, but in other, in other issues, But I've been a member there, and they did not even, call us to vote or something like that. That is the problem is that we are lacking that communication. But
And
I think the real, I mean, the true, board or the collecting management, we have it. I think we filmmakers, we have to come together and work with the collecting management, which we have, which is supported by URSB. It's just a matter of us coming together and work with it.
Okay.
Instead of
it needs to start with them. There's no transparency in these bodies whatsoever. And if I do not know what I'm going into, I am not going to go into.
Pamela, you've mentioned something that, so how does someone come to you pay? How is a role? If, say, I'm going to act like, okay, I can act like a good lawyer, Who determines my pay? Or they just like it's low budget now. You don't look down on me. Look straight in my eye. How is your payment determined?
First of all, low budget.
Look in my eyes.
Low budget is like the song of the film industry in Uganda.
And is it true it's always a low budget?
Yes. The truth is yes. We have not had a film that has enough resources to cover everything and pay people what they deserve to be paid.
Producer, at times you're funded by NGOs and CSOs and even some grants coming big. Do you still coil the card of low budget because you want to make a killing at the end of the day?
My first 2 films were made on a total budget of 50,000 Uganda shillings.
Look in the camera, that's a good figure.
I'm being honest. Silent Depression and Crafts the Value of Life were made on a total budget of 50,000 shillings.
Wow. 25K each.
No, not 50K each. Crafts the Value of Life was 15,000. Silent Depression was 35,000. And that's how I kicked off my career. So the thing is, it's really hard for us to go beyond what we can afford. Yes, the NGOs will come in, but the thing is the NGO is giving you about 5 million shillings and they want a particular type of film. They always cry about budgets. And the biggest chunk of money goes on renting equipment. We don't own equipment. Renting a camera per day is about 250,000 minus lenses.
Depending on which camera.
Yeah, depending on which camera. Then you have to rent the lenses at 150, a buck of lenses. That's minus the tripods, minus the lights and everything. So at the end of it all, 70% of the money goes onto the equipment. But here's the thing. I want Pamela to be in my film. And I really feel like she can kill that role. I'll just be honest with her and tell her, you know what? It's a low budget film, but probably there is this and this benefit that could come with that. Okay? So I think that's where we do lack, because it's supposed to be a win-win situation. Sometimes filmmakers make the films, and after using the actor, it becomes a laptop film. I call them laptop films. They just sit on the laptop. It's not online. It's not sent to festivals. It's not anywhere. How does the actor benefit? But I mean, if I'm also going to give the actor mileage, I may have not paid her, but it also adds something onto her CV. If I make a film, push it so much to festivals, and it wins a couple of awards, which may be individual awards, it also goes onto her CV, and it becomes her bargaining power on another project.
For me, I call it, in fact, no budget movies. That these are not budgeted. We cannot even call it low budget. It's no budget.
What can we term them to be?
No budget. No budget.
Oh my God! We're in Uganda. We're coming to you live from the National Theatre. I have a producer, I have an actress, a writer, and another producer here. We have no budgets for whatsoever movie that comes from Uganda here. It's a mutual understanding between the producers and the actor. So they can't pay the actors and the actresses. They just have allowances for lunch and transport back. Should I say that?
Yes, In fact, some of us, even don't have that transport and lunch.
Wow.
But
they have a good script.
But it is, because this is, for me, I term it as passion. They are passionate about, acting. Yes, if we had sat down and said, let us wait for the budget, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the film industry in place. So for me, I always, in fact, encourage these actors and actresses that please let us make a movie, put it down there, people understand, because it has been a war in a way. If I tell you how I've struggled to market the Uganda movie, even down here in Uganda, there are so many Ugandans who even don't know that we are even making movies, especially my age mate. In fact, that's why I have included the children, because for me, I'm targeting now the future audience.
Generation,
that is what I'm targeting. That's why I bring in the Wakastas. Those are the children.
The youngsters.
In fact, it has worked. The 4 years I've been working with them, there are so many children now who know that we are making movies in Uganda, and they're going to grow with it. When they make it 20, they are going to be our customers. They're going to be our actors and actresses. They know that their country is producing movies. Otherwise, my age men don't know that.
Well, there you have it. This country has produced a couple of films. We had the Queen of Katwe produced here. We had The Last King of Scotland was produced here. What did these two movies benefit Ugandan acts actors and producers? Did we earn anything? Do we have laws that regulate our film industry? And if so, why are many movies not really shot in Uganda? Is the government supportive? Do we have policies that support the film industry? Are our producers protecting the rights of the children and the women and the guys on the set? This conversation is going on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. The hashtag is Morning at NTV. And back to you, Cleopatra. I hear you, I feel the heat from here. Do you feel